Hi guys, it's Back Beyond Tom here, and today I am going to be reviewing Star Wars Celebration Europe 2016, which I attended yesterday on Friday the 15th of July 2016. So here we go, here's my ticket to show that I attended the event, which has a nice ray on the front, which is really nice artwork, which is really cool. And then at the bottom, Star Wars Celebration Adult, and just to show it, I attended on the Friday. I actually think this is pretty cool, really cool badge. And then also you got an insider's guide to the actual event, which included some pretty cool information in it, as you can see. Okay, right, so we'll actually talk about the event now, what I liked and what was the negative side. So we'll kind of go into everything that happened. So yesterday I kind of got the 20 past 9 because I was unsure of how busy it was going to be, because it was set in the Excel Centre. The last time I went to the Excel was for the Doctor Who Festival, and I went on the Friday and it was completely quiet. And so I was like, oh, I'll book the Friday because maybe because people are working, it'll be quiet. But when I got there, it was pretty manic. All the queue was around the whole of the Excel building. But to be fair, the actual queue went really quickly. What took 10 to 15 minutes to get inside the building. And then we had to have our bags checked, which is understandable with what's happening around us at the moment. That only took about 5 minutes. And then to actually pick up the ticket itself from the actual ticket booth, I only took a couple of minutes, which was cool. I got my wristband for the A New Hope screening, which I went to last night. It was cool seeing that on the celebration stage. Unfortunately, I lost my Rogue One wristband, which was amazing because my friend, I met this guy, he said he didn't want to go and he gave me his wristband instead, which was absolutely very kind, and I appreciate that, which was a great talk, by the way. Anyway, when I got into the event, I was astounded. I was absolutely blown away by seeing all the different stalls, the props from Rogue One, all the cosplayers. It was absolutely fantastic. Just being in seeing how much Star Wars means to people was just kind of a really unique thing to say. It was kind of hearing how it influenced people and how much it meant to people growing up with it. It's just kind of a really nice place to be around, despite having a few troubles with pushing and shoving and people just cramming in, which was dreadful. And I've got photos to show after this, which will add on to this video. Now, I didn't get to go into the virtual reality thing, which was for Tatooine, I believe, obviously because that was already kind of sold out or run out of tickets, which was disappointing, but I'm not complaining. I had a really good day. I got plenty of photographs, had lunch, met Mark Hamill, which I'll have my photo here with Mark, who was just so awesome. Meeting him on the day was like a dream come true. Actually got during the day I actually got to talk to him about Arlene Sorkin, Batman, the Joker, which was just awesome. He did the Joker voice towards my Suicide Squad Harley t-shirt, and honestly it actually made me feel very appreciative, and it was very cool. Now, the photo shoots was a complete nightmare in the terms of organisation. It was really bad with how they organised the batches. I was batch 7, and Obviously there was a little bit of a delay, which I can't blame for that, but the way how they were shouting, they were so quiet. So the batch 1 and 2 were called, and then all of a sudden they were telling people from 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 to come back in about half an hour. And then we came back and they were still doing 1 and 2 batches. And then we all got told to come back at 20 past 4. By the time we got back, about 20 past 4, eventually everything moved quickly, which was fair enough. I actually did a much better job that time with the kind of understanding of the batches getting moved quickly. Obviously the queuing was just a nightmare. People were just coming in and queuing up randomly regardless of what batch number they were, which was annoying. I've been to some really kind of loads of these conventions and nothing was like that before that I've seen in the terms of queuing up, like pushing and shoving and just standing there. Really bad on that part. That was the worst part of the day for me, but in the end it was worth it. I got my photo with Mark, which was one of the things that I've been waiting for so long, as he's my idol, my favourite Joker, and of course he's Luke Skywalker. It was the only photo shoot that I got. Didn't really spend anything on any merchandise, which there's nothing really that I wanted, to be fair. Obviously I've got to save money up for LFCC and that. Overall I actually really had a good time seeing all the Rogue One exhibit. The talk was fantastic, and of course that trailer that we got to see was just phenomenal, and I can't wait for that film. Honestly, I'm excited, really excited to see that. And of course I really hope they do another celebration over here, maybe even next year. That'd be good. Obviously they need to change a few things. Obviously they need to sort out a better queuing system for the photo shoots. That was manic, honestly. The thing is, the queuing system to get in to the actual building was really well organised, especially for the tickets and the bag checks. They were all great. I had no problems. I actually thought it would take me about an hour or two to get in. It took me half an hour. That was really good. I thought that was excellent, but it's just the whole chaos of the photo shoots which was my main problem. Although there was a massive queue for the Rogue One exhibit, which was understandable, and that was just awesome to see all the costumes and the stormtroopers, the Death Trooper. Very cool. Now it's kind of funny to see, like, I saw some merchandise from like Batman Arkham Knight, which was kind of amusing, knowing that Mark Hamill was in Arkham Knight, of course. Someone was like, "Oh, Disney owned Batman now," which was, I had to laugh about that. Something silly like that. What else can I say? Obviously we've got to see props from different things that you could buy as well. That was in this booth, which you got to go around. Got to see Chewie's weapon, Rey's lightsaber, Kylo Ren's lightsaber, which was cool. And you could also have your face fitted onto a stormtrooper figure, which was very cool, very expensive, obviously. If I had money I would have done it, but not in that range of price, no way. There was some pretty cool t-shirts, merchandise wise. There was comics, t-shirts, hats, mugs, all that kind of stuff. Some cool stuff. I had some more money, I actually would have purchased some. Probably am gonna, next payday I want to get the Han Solo Force Awakens figure. That's definitely on my most wanted list. And so yeah, overall the whole event was just fantastic. I had a wonderful day, apart from the photo shoot chaos, which was in the end sorted. That was kind of the only negative side. Obviously the prices were a bit much, a bit unfair on people who wanted to come to the talks, who missed out I was annoyed that I couldn't have gone to the Mark Hamill talk, unfortunately, which was, you know, what can you do? But thankfully I got to the Rogue One talk, and I got to see Star Wars A New Hope at the celebration stage, which was fantastic. So yeah, overall I had a really good time. Hopefully they can learn, hopefully I'll get some feedback and take it into consideration for the next time they run a show like that over here, because obviously the Doctor Who one I had no problems with. That was fantastic. They had the queuing up for the photos, all organised. Unfortunately for Star Wars, it was completely chaotic. Everyone was just rammed up. Didn't help people shouting, pushing to stand so close to each other, which was obviously they had to try and get more people in, but it was stupid. Anyway, I had a really good time. As I said, I've got a kind of review of my photos which will come up after this video. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is Bat Beyond Tom saying goodbye for now. I'll have more reviews coming up as I've just restarted my channel again, and I will be doing more review for events that I attend, movies, all that kind of stuff. Thank you. Please comment what you think, subscribe, and I'll subscribe back. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.